Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Etheria restart video, and today we are going to talk about what is possibly the first controversy for the game because yes, that's right, as of the making of this video, this feedback thread that is I would say under 24 hours or even under 12 hours since its inception has already garnered over 3,400 comments in the main Discord, and this of course is stemming from the dupe system and mainly how it works in RTA, the real-time arena. So we'll talk about it today and also go over the game producer's direct feedback because yes, he's very active in the community and we definitely will hear directly from the devs as well. Now, personally for me, I am a huge Etheria restart fan. You know, I hosted the TimaeuSS Cup and I've been looking for this game ever since the Epic 7 days basically, and I want this game to succeed. So let's talk about how this is going to affect the community and what I think we should expect in the upcoming developers feedback or the launch. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background, okay? So for those of you guys that don't know, in Etheria Restart, of course, there's also a dupe system, as is with many other games, where if you pull multiple copies of the characters, you can apply increased effects such as stat increases, damage reduction, damage increase to the character by using your dupes to upgrade it, right? And a lot of people consider this as a pay-to-win mechanic, and a lot of the other games have mechanics of characters hidden behind the dupe system. That's not the case in Etheria. So when this whole debacle came about was during the Hyper Talk, the initial developers live stream that took place before the closed beta test, the final one. They said that the game definitely wants to cater towards the esports aspect and of course favor the general public, which I would say most people are either free-to-play friendly or they are going to be small spenders, right? So in Etheria, they're saying that the dupes are not going to make a big difference or they don't matter. But the thing is that it doesn't matter because there are no additional mechanics hidden behind the dupe system. However, we took it as, you know, dupes don't matter, so the stats won't even get applied in RTA. Now, whether this be a huge server-wide, global-wide Mandela effect, we have to see. But essentially, we have tested it, and of course, the dupe system, or rather the stats from the dupes, they are being applied across all game modes, including RTA. So you can see, going over, for example, Tiamat, one of the most popular characters, this means that you get a basic attack, defense, and HP boost by 5% with the first dupe, a healing received increased by 10% with the second dupe, another attack, defense, and HP boost, as well as the fourth dupe giving you a crit rate buff on top of the final dupe, which I think is of course the strongest one, and every character gets this, a 10% flat damage dealt increase buff, as well as a decreased damage taken, so basically a damage reduction. So yeah, it's not insignificant, but it will definitely be felt during the RTA or some of the top arena showcases. Now, we have already seen that the developers, they've spoken to Sean, and of course the comment was that you know what, this wasn't clarified properly, so they're working on making a proper announcement in order to essentially address this issue. And also the game producer himself came into the thread and said that he asked the community manager to make this thread and obtain feedback, and of course he's gonna give us an answer before the official launch on how we will approach this. So I would say it's a very difficult place to be because personally, I think that a lot of the players, they definitely do not want to see the dupe system in action in RTA. They don't mind it if it's in, you know, PvE or even the AI arena, but in RTA, a lot of the players got into the game because they feel like, you know what, if I'm a free-to-play player, I just get a copy of this, and if I get lucky with the gears, I can compete at the same level as the other mega whales, right? And my Tiamat is no different than your Tiamat. So yeah, I totally understand that. As a whale myself, alright, who's already spent a couple of thousand on the game, and I'm probably going to do more because I absolutely love the game, I think that as a whale, it's totally okay to remove the dupe system. I do not mind it at all, because first of all, with the rate up banner and how the banner system works, all of the whales will most likely be pulling on the standard banner, okay, because it has a chance and in comparison, cost value wise in comparison to the other banners, to get light and darkness units, which are really strong. So you pretty much never want to pull on the light and darkness banner unless you're using the tickets that are super rare. But most of the time, if you want, especially at the start as whales, you'll be pulling on the standard banner, which means that yes, the standard banner, you are gonna go for width instead of depth. So you're not gonna potentially get a lot of dupes for a lot of characters. And the main difference between whales as well as free-to-play players is going to be the stamina refresh, because whales, I'm going to say it right now, every single day they are going to at least max refresh their stamina, right? And that is one upkeep that a free-to-play player most likely will not be able to do. So there is going to be a gear gap. Now, the good part about Etheria Restart is that there's no infinite stamina, which means that, for example, in Epic 7, you can refill non-stop, right? You run the macro and refill non-stop, and you can spend 1,000 every single month, and you'll be so much ahead in comparison, because you just never run out of stamina. You just keep buying more. But for Etheria Restart, you're capped at 10 per day. All right, so that is the same. Doesn't matter if you're free-to-play player or a mega whale, you're capped. You are capped. So which means that there's actually a better playing ground, or in terms of power level, because everyone will be meeting the same bottleneck in that sense. And even a free-to-player going, you know, for the first 4 or 10 days max refresh is not bad in my honest opinion, because once that's done, you just sit and relax and save farm some of the infernal stages if you can. So with that said, as a whale, you know what, if I already am going to get a stamina advantage in terms of farming and getting the best gear, that will be essentially providing a stat advantage over the free-to-play players, right? But it's almost, in analogy version, it's like a marathon. I'll essentially get to the finishing line a bit sooner, but the free-to-play players, they will eventually catch up with gears, and then, for example, my Tiamat, like I always say, is going to look like your Tiamat, even if you're free to play. But with the dupe system, it's a bit harder, and even though this game does have a shop where you can buy dupes, you can see that in the exchange shop, you're going to buy dupes from currencies, and there's also the unit shop that allows you to get some items as well on top of pulls. I still think that, you know, having the dupe system, if the selling point is going to be, hey, I'm gonna be as free-to-play friendly as I'd like in this game, and let the free-to-play players really enjoy, you know, the one copy is all you need message behind it. As a whale, I don't mind. You can turn the dupe off, and yeah, I think that's totally fine with me. Now, other people who are much bigger spenders might have something else to say, but for me, I'll just be spending to max refill the stamina and making sure that I have many characters instead of dupes on certain units. But let me know your thoughts, because I think RTA, you know, it's completely okay to turn off the dupes, because it's more exciting. It's way more exciting to be able to fight against players who are potentially, you know what, just a $10 per month spender, but they have grinded so hard and they are putting on some insane gear because they got lucky on the roads, and they are putting up a good showing, a good fight in the real-time arena. And yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for that, especially with the EWS that the game is planning to have. You know, if we do have the dupes disabled, it just makes the things, the fights a lot more entertaining in my opinion. So we'll have to see. Again, the dev said that we will be getting messages and feedbacks on what is coming up next. Whether or not we do have the dupes disabled or enabled in RTA, I will of course make a video and report to you guys on the outcome. Personally, like I've said, I don't mind it too much either way, because I'm in the spenders group. But as a free-to-play player or small spender, let me know your thoughts on this matter, and if you would like the dupe system to be, of course, played out in real-time arena. Now, one real interesting suggestion that I've heard, thanks Vulcan, is that we can have an on and off season. Essentially what that means is that during the on or the main season, you can have the dupe system apply, and then during the off season, you can turn it off for everyone to have some fun. Now, Epic 7 does, I believe, have an on and off season in their RTA, so I wonder if that will be something we can potentially explore. Anyhow, thank you so much once again for watching this video. It's very interesting that this was the one controversy that we are facing in the Etheria restart, because so far everyone I have talked to has enjoyed the game and they absolutely love it and cannot wait for the official release on the 5th of June. Now, if you want to check out the game, of course, you can use the link down below. I always pin the download link, I think. Or if it's not, it's going to be in the description. So you can try it out yourself on the 5th of June. But until then, thank you so much once again for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye now.